What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Can everybody hear Mario?
I haven't done a podcast in forever or any kind of video like this in forever, so
Yeah,
I'm not new to it, but I haven't done it in a while. So
well, I am, so walk me through it.
no, I mean, honestly, just do what you've been doing. The past two
Yeah.
that you've done, been pretty simple. Just explaining who you are, what your goal is here.
hmm
Fighting the good fight that we've been doing.
What
You
kind of
know,
podcast did you used to do?
um, um,
If
it
you
was
don't
more
mind
sport.
me
It
asking.
was more sports stuff. It was when I was younger, doing like a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
and stuff like that. So, um, it wasn't an everyday thing, but it was something that I enjoyed doing. So,
Okay.
but I was doing it with a buddy of mine, and then he ended up having a family, and it was something when we were younger.
hmm
So he just more kind of like stirred away from it all. So, but
Right.
it was fun. It was fun, good time.
Okay.
But
All right. Well, I see we have a few people on here. It's like five on here
yeah,
right now. I guess if we wait a little bit, maybe some more join.
yeah, that's fun.
All right. Yeah, I know it was like a last minute thing.
No,
So,
I
like I
mean you and
said,
I talked about doing this for a bit. So.
yeah,
Uh,
we really didn't have time to actually tell people we were going to be on here and you were going to tell your story. So,
Yeah. And I mean, we were supposed to do it last week, but then, you ended up getting sick or something.
yeah,
I had other stuff going on. So,
yeah.
yeah.
And like I said, we plan on like recording this and then putting it on
Yeah.
YouTube
I saw
so people
the
can
other
watch
ones.
it.
So,
Yeah, they'll
and I
be able
think,
to catch up on it.
yeah, I, I,
So,
I do, I do like that idea, honestly. I feel like as a platform like ours that's growing,
hmm
I feel like it's always good to have it out there for people to see. Um, you know, so,
hmm
uh,
yeah.
Um, I did tell a few people that I was going to be doing this, and I think they expected me to be like, kind of like, go by an alias or not have my face, anything like that. But
hmm
I'm not the one. I'm not going to hide who I am. I'm not going to hide my situation or what I've been through with this because there's no point of it, honestly.
Right. It's your chance to defend yourself and tell your
Exactly.
story.
I'm not put it like this. I'm a big believer that the proof is in the pudding. Karma will always get whoever it's necessary to get.
hmm
Um, and I don't really have anything to lie. People can, the way I see it, people can think what they want about me. They can say whatever they want about me. But at the end of the day, unless you actually know who I am as a person,
hmm
and not just go based on what I heard from this one, or oh, I heard that from that one, or he said, like, okay, but did that come from me? Was it
Right.
me who did? And I think that's what this whole, you know are we dating the same guy groups lead more into that kind of stuff,
hmm
where they want to, it's always hearsay. And I've also noticed that 98% of the time, because it's always that 2 or 3% where some of them do, 98% of the time it's always hearsay. There's never any factual proof to go along with anything ever said.
Right.
And what got me into, you know wanting to join the group, was it almost, we've been doing this for what, almost 2 years now,
You
I
talking
think.
about victims? It's
Yeah.
right at a year.
Is it a year? Okay, so I,
hmm
I was probably one of the first with you when you first
Yeah.
started this. um and it all stemmed from when I was posted a year ago. um I'm just gonna get right into it anyways, and if I have
You're
to
fine.
restate it again, that's fine too. I don't mind. So, long story short, pretty much, I would say same time last year, actually. I was seeing somebody or whatever, and I was doing, so I live in Portland, Maine,
hmm
and I've been doing a lot of, I used to do a lot of bar security, and I met somebody through the bar when I was doing bar security, who I met through an old friend of mine, or not even an old friend of mine. It was more of a coworker, and I had already been hearing a lot about, oh, be careful, this person has a lot of baby daddy issues, and this, that, and the other. But I'm the kind of person, I give everybody a fair chance. I'm not
Right.
gonna go based on what other people. I'll keep in the back of my head, but I'm not gonna go necessarily based on what this person said or
You're
that
like
one.
me. You want to judge them for yourself.
Exactly,
Hmm.
exactly. Because I mean, think about it. In this day and age, anybody can judge anybody for anything, and then it could be either BS or just jealousy.
Hmm.
So, long story short, so I started seeing this person, and after hearing about the fact that this girl had baby daddy issues, whatever, I was like, I'll give it a chance anyways. It is what it is. Some people, what might be someone else's experience with somebody may not be the same as for you. But then as time started going on, I started seeing a lot of what other people were saying.
Hmm.
And then what was a last straw for me was this person had asked me to, you know, help them, go to court with them and help them get a restraining order on the kid's father because for whatever reason, I don't remember the exact reason, but so I took the day out of work and I went and helped this person. And this the baby daddy literally almost tried to drive right into the girl's car with the kids inside. So me being a father myself,
Hmm.
I went to defense mode and I jumped out of the car and I was like, dude, what are you doing? You're not being safe. Your kid's in the car. You sitting there trying to drive into the car. How he found out that she was at the court, I don't know. She claimed that she didn't know. I'm gonna call BS on that because
Right.
it doesn't add up.
Hmm.
But worst comes to worst, she called the police. They came. Obviously, nobody was arrested. Shocking. Um, and then I told her, I was like, listen, you know what? There's been a lot of red flags as it is. You lied about how bad the situation with your baby daddy really was. You said it wasn't that bad. It wasn't a big problem. And I was like, you know what? You clearly lied about that. I'm all set.
Hmm.
Then she's like, oh, I knew you were gonna do this and that. I was like, what did you expect? You know,
Right. Your life's in danger at this point.
exactly. You got all this stuff going on. I didn't decide to get involved with you so I can be involved in all your necessary drama.
Hmm.
So after that, the baby daddy's girlfriend. Well, first off, let me step back a little bit. The girl went and posted me on the Are We Dating the Same Guy group in Portland, Bangor, Lewiston, Maine edition.
The baby daddy's
No,
girlfriend.
no, the girl that I was seeing.
Oh.
She posted me,
Okay.
but she did it anonymously, as we know. But I'm not stupid. I put
Right.
two and two together. Then the baby daddy's girlfriend came out the cut. Never met me, never spoke to me. I didn't know who she was. Never seen her day in my life. Knew nothing about me. Went in there, ran her mouth, talking about, oh, I heard this, and this from so and so. It's always hearsay. He goes around talking about how he's a cop and how he's this that, and the other. He's just bar security. When the hell did I ever say that I was a cop?
Right.
Yeah, so I don't even know why that came into play. But that was said. Then when I got wind of it, because I obviously have friends within the area who are on those groups.
Hmm.
Um, some of them are just on there to whether to keep tabs or whatever the case may be. Someone made me aware of it, sent me screenshots. I reported the screenshots, and they got the entire thing got removed. So there was that. So then, actually, that was the end of that situation. Then I want to say, I want to say it was last month or the month prior. I got posted again anonymously by somebody else who I'm currently going through, some
Hmm.
court situations with right now. It's not really looking too good for her, but that's a different story. She posted to me anonymously, asking, "Is like, oh, does anybody know so and so?" Here's once again the other girl's baby daddy's new girlfriend was the first and only person to comment. The post was up for less than 12 hours. Again, I got wind of it, was told, and it got reported again. But here's the thing: not only did it get removed, but the person who posted it got banned
Hmm.
from the group, which I was very surprised about. But I guess somebody sent one of the admins on that group screenshots of this girl sending screenshots from that group to other people, which
Oh. Okay. Okay.
fair game,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to be doing, but that's beside the point.
Right.
But that got taken down for a second time, and she got banned from the group. I mean, to be honest, it's probably good that she did get banned from the
Right.
group because quite frankly, this isn't the first time. But so there's that. It's like I said, a lot of times when someone gets posted on those groups, it's all hearsay. There's never really any kind of proof to back anything up. It's
Mhm.
always a jealous girlfriend, or a female who couldn't accept no, or a
Yeah,
girl who just wants to play victim just for kicks and giggles, or someone who just wants to be involved in drama and put themselves in it.
that's my issue with the whole thing.
Exactly. And honestly, the fact that you know Paula Sanchez is obviously the biggest problem we have,
Mhm.
and which is why obviously we started these groups, because I think it is fair, as you said many times yourself, it is fair to give both sides a fair chance to speak their mind.
Mhm.
I know obviously I'm very connected with you in this group and very into it, so I know that there's not only females who were in those groups who got banned for telling it for what it is, putting people, letting people know, hey, listen, this is not right. But I also noticed too that whenever a female that's in those groups speaks up and says what it is, and says this is not true, they get banned.
Yeah, yeah. It's like you can't defend
Exactly.
anybody.
It's like we don't have, I don't think so, but our groups are not private as much because we have nothing to
Right.
hide. So we have
Because we allow both people in.
exactly. There's some we have a group for us admins to talk
Mhm.
amongst ourselves about different things, but other than that, our groups are for both female and male, or anybody, because we're not going to
Yeah.
sit and play the BS where we're going to allow one side to say their piece and another. No, we're,
Right.
we're not we're not we're not Paula Sanchez. We're not going to play that game.
Mhm.
Um, but I this girl, man, she's caused so much havoc and problems that
Yeah.
it makes me question whether she's sane in any way.
I
I'm
don't
sure
think
I'm still trying to figure out if she's even a woman. None of us even know what she even looks like.
exactly. And that's the big question is like, is she real? Is
Hmm.
she a woman? Is it really a man? Is it a scam?
I've seen three
Um,
pictures of this woman. Three.
and they
That's it.
all look AI. So,
Wearing the same type of clothing.
mhm. So that's part of the reason why we wanted to do a podcast and I
Yeah.
want to show my face. And I hate
Same.
cameras. This is the first time you've actually ever seen me
True.
face to face.
This is
We've
very
talked
true.
several
We
times.
have. We have.
Like, so that's that shows you. You know
It,
what I'm saying?
it's
So
like
for me
you.
to show my
I think
face,
I think
you
that's
know,
why you and I connected so well as friends, because we have the same mentality. We know what our goal is. We know what our
hmm
mission is, and we're not on the bullshit.
exactly.
But at the same time, we're not going to hide who we are.
Right.
Everybody knows what your first and last name is. Everybody knows what you look like. Same here.
hmm
My name's Mario Marte. I'm not going to hide who I am. I'm not
That's
going
why
to
my page
hide
is
the screen.
public.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and hide, the situation. Anybody who knows me knows who I am as a person, and knows
Right.
that I don't care who's going to hate on me.
Right.
This is 2024. Everybody's hating on everybody
Mhm.
nowadays. It's pathetic. See, I'm a late 80s 90s baby. I'm from back in the day. I wish that we can go back to those
Me
days
too.
where when this wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
We didn't have all these
Yeah.
"Are we dating the same guy" pages. Quite frankly, we didn't really have social media like that.
No.
We had, what was it, MySpace back then, and that was later on.
Right.
But that was more for
In our
musical concern.
20s. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
but
it's like there's so many people, and it's like Facebook, I think, is in on whatever they have
yeah,
going on because they
they
don't
have
want to
to
get
be.
rid of the posts. They're making money off of
Mhm.
it. And then you got
It's
GoFundMe. I
entertainment for
think,
them.
yeah, I think GoFundMe is in on it too, because if you think about it, she has so many, or whoever it is, has so many GoFundMe out
Oh
there.
yeah,
GoFundMe is profiting off of it. Like the one donation thing, I can't even remember what it is. That's $50,000 alone.
I saw about that. I
Yeah,
saw that.
that's
What I
just
don't
one.
understand, what I don't understand is how many people really have to be that gullible to give this woman
She's
money, and they're
talking
really
about
and
women
they're really
empowerment.
and she really think that these people really think that this money that she's scamming from them is really going for that. No, this is to put in her pocket. She don't. To be honest, I'm gonna keep it real. She don't give a shit about nobody
She
else but
doesn't.
herself.
She
This money
doesn't. And the
that
sad
she's
thing
making
is,
off these GoFundmes are going in her pocket.
exactly, like she she set the GoFundMe up for lawyer funds in case anybody was, threatened for a lawsuit or
Mhm.
sued in her group.
And the
I've
funny part
spoken
about
to
it
a
is when those lawsuits came into play, and these
and
other members were,
and they needed
they got
that
banned.
money, they got kicked out. I've actually talked to a few
Same.
people, and I've talked to a few people that are actually wanting to talk on the podcast when they can, when they're released from the lawsuits,
Yeah.
and they want to be a part of the documentary.
Send it.
And they got kicked out of the group, they got banned. They can't get a hold of nobody. And the law and the GoFundMe is still sitting there. So what was the point of you even raising the money?
I have insight on certain things. I, like you, I've done my research. I know, I wasn't gonna say it out loud, but I don't care anymore. I know that this "Are We Dating the Same Guy" groups are not gonna last.
Well, I hope
From
it's true.
my understanding, Paula Sanchez is like kind of, she's gonna sit there and pretend like she's not, but she's kind of like hiding herself right now.
Everybody knows she's hiding. I've actually talked to people that are trying to, their words are smoke her out. And she's hidden so well they can't.
Because here's the thing, she knows that the moment she comes out, she's getting snatched up. Clink, clink.
Yeah.
Because she's defrauding people. She's defrauding the government.
She's facing RICO charges.
Oh, yeah. Numerous.
Don't know how true it is. But
I know it's true. Numerous.
Yeah.
From my understanding, she's looking at least 7.
Whoever it really is, that's how serious this is.
Yeah, well, that's unfortunate for her, but you know what? She made her bet. She's lying it. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, and it's not just her; it's whoever's connected to her as well, because it's more than one person.
Boyfriend or whoever.
Yeah, and it's either her, it's either she's real and it's her boyfriend that's with her, or it's really the guy that's behind it. You know what I'm saying?
It could be the one.
I don't know.
It could
I've
be
heard so many different things.
This, you know what the problem is? Why we've heard so many things is because nobody can keep their story straight. It's always hearsay. That's what it all comes down to.
It is because nobody can reach her. Nobody can reach the actual person. So,
exactly. And you know, when we finally do, she's gonna try to play victim, and then and then people are gonna finally know who she is, and they're gonna try to go after her, trying to get the money back that she's scammed people, and then she's gonna try. Oh, I was trying to help you guys. It's like, no, but that's the thing. You're not helping nobody.
And
you're trying.
That brings me back to trying to help people, which brings me to the whole circle around to why I created the group. Her whole thing was helping women, keep them safe from dangerous men. I never really told anybody until recently, but I was in a very abusive relationship. Like this man did some terrible things to me, and for my kids' sake, I won't go into details on what he did. But I tried to post him. It was like it was my very first relationship. I tried to post this man because I saw him on a dating site. Yeah. And they literally declined the post, would not let me post this guy at all. And I mean, this. Is
that what the group's for?
My point. They would not let me post him. I even messaged an admin and was like, this is what this guy did. These are pictures of what he did.
Oh, you sent some proof.
This is, yeah. Like when I say whole side of my face was messed up, and it was like a admin, I don't even know. This was like a long time ago.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't send it to Paola Sanchez. It was somebody else. But like he did some stuff.
I believe
so they didn't admit, or they didn't, approve my post. Didn't even question it. Didn't even open my message. Nothing. So
that's a perfect example of what I mean. It's like whenever you send proof, they're gonna decline it. But they it seems like to me that they only want to post something that doesn't have proof, so that they can just run on the drama created on it.
Yeah.
It's like I said, these groups are not what it's intended for.
Yeah.
And it's sad because she bullshits so much about these groups. It's insane. It really is. And like Facebook itself, like people don't understand what Facebook was really created for. Right. Facebook wasn't created for these "Are We Dating the Same Guy" groups. And Facebook was initially created to stay in contact with family and friends who are either outside of the country or in the military, outside of like far out of the state, to keep in contact. Not so drama and bullshit can be. It's just that's what this entire generation has become. It's
Right.
become a big shit show of drama. It needs to stop. Like really, people
Right.
people just need to people need to let people live and just do their own thing.
Yeah.
If you got an issue with somebody, take it up with that person, or go through the necessary boundaries that you have to go. But
Yeah.
airing out your entire laundry and your entire business all on social media, you're asking for trouble. You know
And then like, and then the name alone is dating the same guy. Dating doesn't mean that you're in a relationship with the guy.
exactly.
So what are you
And
worried about?
it's like the baby daddy's new girlfriend. I've never met this girl a day in her life, but she
Hmm.
seemed to have so much to say about me. It's like, damn, you know more about me than I know about myself. I guess.
Right.
It's like I've never seen you a day in my life, and you had so much to say. But it's because she was going based on what other people were telling her.
Right. And
It's not about what you knew about me or what you heard about me. It's about what you heard from other people. It's like
like
okay,
you're
I can
it's,
go around and say that the sky is green.
hmm
Is it going to really be green unless you see it for yourself? You know,
right. I
it's
mean,
I can't wait for the moment that whoever Paula Sanchez, whoever the hell that she is, finally gets grabbed up, so we can finally put all this "Are we dating the same guy?" group to rest,
yeah.
because it's time. This is going
It
on what 3 years now of this entire
it
situation.
is. And then like the other part of it is like, here I am worried about how it affects the guys. I'm worried about the women's safety whenever the guys find
Mhm.
out. But then another part of it that I never really thought about is another side about the women is like mentally how it affects the women. And I
True.
just recently thought about this because I had talked to somebody. Like I talked to some, and I'm not going to say what group it was
Yeah,
in or
it really doesn't matter, honestly.
details, but like this one woman was dating some guy, he was posted,
Mhm.
and it affected her so bad to where she couldn't go to work. She was so depressed, like,
Yes,
you
I mean,
know,
I hate to
like
be the one to say,
it takes a
hey,
toll on them too. They
yeah.
could be
And
suicidal
I
because
can
of
say
it.
this as a guy, just as much as men can be victims, women can too. I'm not taking away from
Yeah.
women. This can go for anybody.
Hmm.
But the problem that I'm starting to notice in this generation, not I'm talking about now, is that, and I hate to say it, but it is what it is. A lot of the main problems that we have nowadays it's women. I'm gonna be honest. You know what it is though? It's because of the fact that a lot of women will see the court system as like a way to use it. They use the court system as a way to say, "Oh, I can get you in trouble even though you didn't do anything because I know the court system's gonna see it my way because I'm a woman." That's
Yeah, I
it.
mean, I see what you're saying. There are a lot of them that do
A
take
lot of them
advantage
will
of
sit
that.
there and play
They
victim, but
do.
not actually be victim.
No,
But they usually do be
I do.
vindictive.
And I personally know a lot of them that have done that.
I've
So
been through.
I can't say that you're
I've
lying. I
been
know
through.
a lot of them that have done that.
To be honest, I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm going through it now.
That's
I'm going
sad.
through it now. It's
Yeah. It's
but
like
you know what?
people have played the race card and you got the women that do
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
So,
Exactly. And it's sad because you know what? At the end of the day, you have all these people talking about how I'm grown adult. I don't like
but they
drama.
don't
This
act like it.
exactly,
You can't tell.
exactly.
Yeah, it's
My mother used to say this to me all the damn time, and I'm sure you know this saying very well. Act your age, not your shoe size. And that
hmm
seems to be the biggest thing that's going on now is that everybody wants to act like children and act like
and
teenage
that's the
adults.
problem. That is the problem with that group. It's like a bunch of, I call them a cult of Karens. It's
Yeah,
like a group of
yeah.
drama-fed high school students. It's like all it takes is one girl to start the drama. You
And
get
then
the rest of
chain
them that
reaction.
feed into it, and it
Hmm.
explodes. It's like, oh, I'm
Because
bored.
nobody has
Let's
anything
see
better to
what's
do with their time.
right. I'm bored. Let's see what's going on in there.
Exactly.
And
That's
that's what
exactly what it
majority
is.
of them see. What That's what they do, and
And then our group is
it's
totally
sad.
different. Our group is
Right.
totally different because we don't even operate like that.
No, but it's like the main group did at first. And
Yeah.
we would have to go in and kick them out. We were like, this is not, I would
But
get
that's
into it with people all the
that's when we
time,
weren't
but
organized yet. We weren't
yeah,
organized yet.
because we weren't ready for it. It's like we would try to give them a chance, but then we'd be like, okay, here come the
Like,
supporters. And I'd
comes the
have to put my
bullshit.
foot down. Yeah. But it's like, I'm that no nonsense type of thing. You either love me or you hate me, and I really don't
Exactly.
care.
You gotta be. You gotta
So,
be.
but yeah, it's like I would check them real quick. We don't take that shit, you
No,
get out of
take
here.
that out of here.
So,
Exactly.
and that I think that's why a lot of them don't like me is because I say what I gotta say and I just keep it moving.
That's why
I'm
we
not gonna
do a
take
lot
that.
like this because
I
we're
don't
like
take
that.
that crap.
We're like that.
But it's like
We're
when
not
I
for the bullshit.
actually sit and talk to them and I explain what my reason is for this, they actually calm down and like, okay, I do understand. I thought you were just against all of us. And I'm like, no, I
Yeah.
have my reasons.
Mhm.
So, but
They
yeah,
don't, but see, that's how, obviously, you in a way trained me to be like this. But at the same time, like, we all, like, all the admin, like myself, we all came into a group with um, different ways of doing things.
mhm,
But at the end of the day, it's all goes into the same
mhm,
group. So we teach each other different things and how to operate. And I think that's why our groups have become so successful, and why people are starting to see it for what it really is and what it's really about. Because we're not here judging anybody. We're here to keep the peace. A, B, give everybody a voice, give everybody a fair chance,
mhm,
both men and women, and 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 let them know that this is not only is it a safe place, but can you can speak your mind. You can say what it really
yeah,
is, and not have to worry about, is this going to be used against me.
right.
I mean, at the end of the day, we didn't create these groups to judge anybody. We
Mhm.
created these groups to make sure that everybody has a voice at the end of the
And it's
day.
funny that you say that because it's like we've even had supporters come in and they have flipped and
Mm-hmm.
turned into our admins or our mods, and they've been like, you know what,
Mm-hmm.
you got me seeing what the group really is and how toxic it is. And then they would leave those groups or they would turn
Because
into our
we
insiders.
provide proof. That's why.
Yeah. So,
And I know this, and I actually remember as an admin myself, part of the group, I made it very clear: do not come into the group and start posting anything unless you have proof to back it up. Because we're not going to go down the Paula Sanchez route where you're just going to go and throw
mhm,
out rumors and bullshit. If you got solid proof, by all means,
right.
we're going to operate in a cordial, honest way.
Yeah.
And I think, again, that's why our groups are as successful, and why our goal and our mission has always been the same. You know?
Yeah. And it's like ever since we lost the main group, the one that had like almost
Yeah, I remember.
33,000 or whatever,
I remember.
I really haven't put the time in to take care of the other groups. And they did, they're just sitting there right now.
Yeah.
But if we find more admins or mods, then we could get those groups up and going
At the end
again. But
of the day, I think if we just wait for the ones from Paulo Sanchez to finally open their minds, maybe they'll start seeing what shit really is and flip it.
mhm.
But
I mean, we have a bunch of member requests. Like in some of the groups, we have 300
yeah, I know.
members just sitting in those groups.
We just
We
don't
just
have enough
haven't, or I
time to go through
haven't
it.
had the time to go through
Yeah,
them. I've been busy. You know what's going on with me.
sure do.
But it's like between the podcast, my other podcast that I'm doing, in
Yourself.
life, I just haven't had time. Alice, she's been extremely busy. And it's like,
Yeah, I
I
know.
think I just need to find mods to focus on those because I'm
I,
so focused
I-
on
I've
other
I've
things right
I've
now.
been really busy myself, and that's why I've been away. I've had my own stuff
Mhm.
going on. I have my family I have to deal with. I got two kids in my house, and
Yeah,
that I obviously I'm always I'm always Team Paula Jackson. Always have been
I
since
know.
day one.
I appreciate
You know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the
I
day,
did find an Ireland mod though. I found like two Ireland mods, and I think we're at like 3,000 members in
no
that one. And we
shit.
get like, yeah, I think we get like almost 100 member requests in that one a day.
Wow.
But yeah, Ireland's pretty busy, and Vegas group is pretty busy. I don't know.
I
Those are
figured the Vegas group was gonna be busy. It's always some
yeah.
BS going on.
But
But
anyway, I'll talk to you more about that later. But anyway, we'll
yeah,
work on those
but
some other time.
it's like the we just have the people need to understand that we're still human.
Mhm.
We still have although our main focus is our family and our outside life, it doesn't take away from the fact that we're not gonna do what we need to do with the groups. We just need the
Yeah.
time to do it.
Well, I've
And with
also been talking to the one lady for the podcast for
producer
I
too,
can't
right?
say that there's a lady I've been working with for a podcast. I can't tell you
Yeah,
what
no.
her name is. We're
We'll talk
working on
about that
that.
later.
Yeah. But then I've also been working with a producer for the 3-part
Yeah.
documentary
I still haven't
series. So
received an email for that, by the way.
eh, God.
I know
And
a
then
lot
there's
of people
also
haven't.
another producer I'm talking to. So it's like I've been stupid busy. So anyway,
Yeah,
so
no.
if anybody sees us and they want to step up and help mod any of the groups, there's like 50 of them. Just
Yeah,
message us and let us know, and you guys can help. But
absolutely.
anyway,
Um,
yeah. But I got to get off here
Yeah,
in a minute because I have
I
some
do too.
stuff
I
I
gotta
have to
get ready
do.
for this Mike. I gotta get ready for this Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight.
Yeah.
Who do you
So
think's gonna win?
Tyson, I knew you were going to ask. Tyson's
All
got this.
day,
He's
all day.
definitely got it.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, but I'm gonna download this. I'm gonna put it on YouTube.
Okay.
We have to do this again. And I really appreciate you telling your story. We're
Absolutely.
gonna definitely do this again. And if anybody else wants to do this, you're always more than welcome. I'm gonna go
Like I
live.
said before, this is an open group for everybody to tell this story, whatever it is.
Yes, at any time.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna try to go live on here maybe once a week,
Okay.
and then also do the podcast. So even if it's just to get on here and just talk, vent, whatever it is, tell your friend's story. It doesn't have to be your personal story.
Absolutely.
Yeah, then you can do that too. Because I do have some people messaging me telling me how the groups have affected their friends, and that they're here to support their friends, but their friends are so unstable that they can't join because they're like so depressed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
people don't understand how much. People don't understand how much these groups really have affected people. You know, it's unfortunate. It really is. It's sad.
Like there's a man in Ireland. I won't go into too many details, but
Yeah.
his best friend almost didn't survive. That's all I'll say. That's enough said.
Yeah.
So he's here for his friend.
That's
and
good. That's good.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna end this live. I'm gonna download it, put it on YouTube. I'll send you a link after it downloads. Sometimes it takes up to an hour, and we will definitely do this again. If you want to tell your story again, we will. I wish you luck with the court and everything because I know you're in.
Oh yeah, things are going good.
So good. And like I said, we will do this again. And if anyone wants to join next time,
what I'll do is once that court situation is done, I will.
You can go into more detail.
Yeah, we'll go
into
I know
you didn't tell
more. We'll do another
today.
live and we'll go into more detail and says what happened.
Yeah. So because I know your story gets crazy. So
really?
yeah.
Very good.
So,
I
all right,
do
Mario.
everything.
I'll talk to you. Yeah. All right. I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye.
Bye.